Greetings, sports fans, and happy Tuesday to you. I am Charles Taylor, and I am back to host the latest Breath of Fresh Air Shorty. So for today's topic, it's it's still high. To be honest with you, there's still a lot of emotion and a lot of raw feelings that are coming from the tragic helicopter accident that took the lives of Kobe Bryant, his daughter Gianna, and seven others a couple of weeks ago in Calabasas, California. Gayle King, who is the anchor or one of the anchors at CBS News, had an interview with Lisa Leslie, who is a women's basketball legend. And before I get into the bare bones of it, I want you guys to understand something real quick. So the opinion I'm going to share with you is coming from somebody who has a background in journalism. As you guys know, I went to school for broadcast journalism, and I still do journalism, or it's called public affairs in the military, well, in the Air Force anyway. But I still do that job within the Air Force Reserves. So, with that being said, I kind of have a unique perspective of this, not trying to toot my own horn about the uniqueness of it, but being a member of the media and having gone to school for it, I can kind of understand from being on both sides of the equation, from somebody who has had to answer tough questions and from somebody who asks tough questions. So, with that being said, Gayle King was doing an interview with Lisa Leslie, and she asked about the legacy of Kobe Bryant and would it be complicated because of the of basically because of the rape case that involved Kobe Bryant, in which he reached a settlement with a woman in Colorado who accused him of rape. And from asking that question, Gayle King got crushed, and apparently she was getting death threats over that question. And there's some high-profile celebrities, Snoop Dogg being amongst those celebrities, who came after Gayle King for asking that question about Kobe Bryant's legacy being complicated. Now, there were some people such as Susan Rice and Rose McGowan who has come to Gayle King's defense about the questions that were being asked. And mainly it was that question about Kobe Bryant's legacy being complicated. Here's the deal with the question. First, on the surface of the question being asked, it's a fair question. There's nothing wrong with that question being asked. And if everybody remembers, when Patrick Brackett and I came on a webcast and we wanted to pay tribute to Kobe Bryant, we had mentioned that we wanted to talk about everything when it comes to Kobe Bryant. Because I feel like if we don't talk about everything when we're paying tribute to the man, then we're kind of cheating ourselves. Unfortunately, what he had went through back in 2004 with this rape case is part of what made Kobe Kobe. It is part of it, whether you like it or not, whether you want to agree or disagree. It is part of it. It is something that is going to be up for discussion simply because it's public record. And that's basically what it is. It is what it is. I don't like that saying, but that is part of the legacy, unfortunately, of Kobe Bryant, and people are going to ask about that, and people are going to wonder about that. Now, did Kobe did do a great job of resurrecting his image afterwards? Absolutely, he did. Absolutely, but that part, it's still going to be in there, and there is potentially a woman who is still kind of pain or still feeling pain from that incident. I don't know the whereabouts of that woman who put on that request, but potentially she's still in a lot of pain from the incident. And that is something that it's gonna be asked. And if Gayle King didn't ask it, somebody else was gonna ask it. As a matter of fact, I've seen articles before Gayle King asked that question about how Kobe's legacy could be complicated because of what happened in 2004. Obviously, he was a great, great, great basketball player, and he's going to go down as one of the greatest basketball players to ever play the game. And he has done a great job, or he had done a great job, of being a great ambassador for the game of basketball and becoming a family man and a lot of different aspects of his life that, excuse me, that have started to take off after he was done playing when he retired after the 2015-16 season. But this is going to be part of the questions people ask. But another thing, are we really threatening somebody for asking a question in the media? Come on, y'all. We have to be better than that. Snoop Dogg has to be better than that. And anybody else who came after Gayle King has to be better than that. We understand that the media is not the most liked in America, and a lot of it is for good reason because there's a lot of people, and you've heard me all the time come on here and come after us in the media because the way we do media, the way we report, the way we interact with certain individuals or individuals as a whole is crap. It's garbage. And you'll hear me say that when it comes to how things are reported. You heard me 2 weeks ago criticize the media for how they reported on the helicopter accident with all these erroneous reports coming out about who was in the crash and with everything being breaking news when it's not breaking news after TMZ was the first to report it. Everybody else should be just worried about getting the story right and checking with their sources and confirming things. So I am not one to sit here and try to be favorable with the media here. If we're garbage, we are garbage, and it's as simple as that. We have been trash with our reporting. I can't stand how things have come out. I can't stand how things have just turned into just pushing different narratives and having other alternative motives. I'd be the first one to call people out in this industry about it. But Gayle King did nothing wrong here. And for her to catch death threats for asking what I thought was a fair question, because Patrick and I talked about it on this show, for something that we felt it was a fair question, is ridiculous. She should not be getting death threats. She should not be getting threatened over social media. We know how people are on social media. A lot of people try to act all big and bad in social media because they know those people that they want to try to threaten over the internet probably won't see them ever in their lives. So they feel like they can hide behind a computer, they can hide behind a tablet or a smartphone and get away with it because they know they won't be seen. But that's cowardly and that's garbage. Now, obviously, this is Snoop Dogg and among others that we're talking about. And so we know Snoop Dogg was the one who said these comments. Now, since then, he has walked back his comments and he said that he wasn't trying to threaten Gayle King in any way. But he's still, just like other people and other fans of Kobe and friends of Kobe, they're still hurting over what had happened. And I get they just kind of want things to be more respectful and not really talk about the legacy in those regards right now. I get that and I understand that and I feel where they're coming from. But the fact of the matter is, because of what he went through, that is probably going to be part of his legacy. And if you can't come to grips with that, then I guess that's on you. It's part of the reality. And regardless of how you feel about Kobe, or anybody for that matter, a reporter, a journalist, or anybody for that matter, should not be threatened for doing they can't do their job in peace, that's when you know we have gone way too far off of the deep end. So I'm glad to see Snoop Dogg walk back those comments, and hopefully we can get on with things and we can just come to a understanding with everything that's going on. Obviously, emotions are still raw. We get that. We've got the memorial coming up for Kobe on February 24th, I believe, and hopefully we can just kind of continue to honor the man and to be able to talk about him, good, bad, or indifferent. Well, with that, that is all that I have today. That's what I'm breathing on. You guys make sure you check out the Breath of Fresh Air YouTube channel and smash that subscribe button, and also keep the likes coming on the Facebook page. Hopefully, Patrick will be back with me for a webcast this week. Until then, everybody take care and happy Tuesday.